What do poor people buy that rich people do not? That's the subject of today's episode of Greatness Quest.
Cowboy.
Welcome to a daily dose of Greatness Quest with your host, Trevor Crane, my daddy. He is going to help you take your life and business to the next level.
Here I come to save the day.
Trevor Crane here, 11-time #1 best-selling author and the founder of Epic Author Publishing, coming to you live every day so you can plug in every day to build your ideal business so you can live your ideal life.
If my daddy can do it, then anybody can do it because he's a weirdo.
You're supposed to make me sound cool.
All right, so I just had the opportunity to buy a new couch. I guess I've always had the opportunity to buy a new couch, but we have a couch in one room in our house, and it's been a couch we've had for a few years now, and I guess it was made out of bonded leather. Now, I didn't know the difference between bonded leather and leather when we bought it. It was a nice couch. That's the one we wanted, and we've had it probably now going on 5 or 6 years. But this bonded leather has started to deteriorate. Like in one spot on the couch, actually in 2 spots, it's starting to like peel, and so it looks like crap. And I'm embarrassed. Like we had friends over at the house, and I'm like, hey, there's this big spot. It looks all trashy, and we're like, all right, well, it's time to buy a new couch. And it's just we've had I think it's Labor Day weekend, so there's a holiday weekend, and furniture stores have the sales and all that. So we were like, you know what, let's go buy a new couch. We have a little media room in our house where we've got a big TV that we can watch movies on and stuff. And I thought, you know what, let's just buy a nice big sectional movie theater style thing to make it awesome. So we ended up finding the right couch for this space. And I spent the better part of a day finding the couch that we liked and that would fit the space and was measured and all. And so it comes down to about $3,000. And we absolutely have the $3,000 to pay for this couch. And I've been in the habit of buying things that I want. We just moved into a new house. And so, I guess it's been now a year ago, but I've been, slowly acquiring new stuff. And I've just gotten into this habit of buying on Amazon and buying, when I want something, I just go buy it. And it's been really cool. We've got some new stuff, which is nice. I like the pattern of abundance in this stage of my life that I haven't had in the past. For a long time in my past, I never even had the ability to be able to buy the things that I wanted when I wanted. So it's been just a joy. However, we looked at this $3,000, and I've been studying a lot of things lately, and I was talking to one of my new rich mentors. And we were talking about the difference between what poor people buy and what rich people buy. Like what rich people actually avoid buying. And poor people do this shit all the time. Poor people are like, you know what, I want the big screen TV, I want the new car, I want the new this and the new that. And what I have found is some of the richest people that I know, this is not how they make decisions. And in fact, if you're going to look at the difference between the two, what do poor people buy that rich people do not? The difference is poor people will buy things that are a liability. Poor people will buy things that now they owe debt to. They will take money out of their pocket and they will now owe on it. And they owe on the shiny new watch. They owe on the shiny new car. They owe on this. They owe on that. They owe. And I remember Robert Kiyosaki talking at one stage, and he was telling a story about how his wife wanted a new car. She wanted a Porsche. And he was like, okay, this sounds good. Well, let's go ahead and let's find an income-producing property. Let's go out, and if you want a new car, fine, let's go get one. But instead of just buying a liability, let's buy an asset. Let's buy an asset that produces a result, that produces profit, and then the profits from that we'll take and we will invest in this car. And so what ended up happening is within a short period of time, I don't remember how the story went as far as time frame. Let's say it's 2-3 months. In 2-3 months, they turned their focus to buying an income-producing property that they bought and then they could rent, and now it's creating a $500 plus. Let's say it's creating $600 a month in positive cash flow. Then they went out and got the Porsche. See, what they did is they said, okay, I knew I wanted this thing, and it was a bright and shiny new thing that's totally cool, but because Robert Kiyosaki, he's the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, by the way, believes in buying assets versus liabilities. He said, if we're going to pick up this liability, I need to pick up something that's going to generate the income and the asset first that will finance this. So in essence, they ended up creating more cash flow every single month than they needed in order to pay for the car. So what my wife and I just did, and we had this conversation this morning, which is why I bring it up, is we opted not to get the couch right now. And I've got a nice blanket, and I can put it over the cushion, and it's just me and my wife in the house. And now you guys, you all know that I have there's one piece of furniture I have that the leather's peeling up. Oh no, now you know. My greatest fear has come true. You now know that there's a blotch, a scab on one of my pieces of furniture, as if I give a shit. But I thought I gave a shit. I was going to go buy this $3,000 couch, and that's not actually that much for a couch. I'm okay with it. But instead what we are doing is we're taking that money and we're putting it into some investments. And I don't know if you've done this or not. Let's just say that I have a path that I can go ahead and put money in. And let's just say that I'm not going to say that I know it, that I can do this in cryptocurrencies and things like that in Bitcoin. But let's just say that I did for argument's sake. And I'm not saying that I do, but I'm not trying to say one way or the other. But I have a pretty firm opinion. Let's say that I was to put my money in real estate, like Robert Kiyosaki did, and buy a new property that creates an asset. What my wife and I have done is decided, you know what? Let's double down in some of the places we're putting our money now so that it can give us more money babies. You know, our money needs to be in investments. And instead of taking this cash and buying this couch, which would be really cute and cool, and we'll probably do it at some stage. But instead, let's make some money babies. Let's go ahead and double down on where we are currently putting our money to go ahead and have it compound and work for us, so that then the benefits of that, the fruit of that, when it is paying off, will go ahead and pay for our new couch. So that when you do come over to my house and watch a movie, you don't have to see that, oh my gosh, well, you'd never see it anyway, because now I have this beautiful blanket that I can lay over the one part of the cushion that has this little thing. In essence, I'm making a big deal over nothing. And here's the thing, I think it's great for you and I to buy cool new stuff. I just think that oftentimes poor people and poor mentalities, and I'm not going to speak to you that I have a mindset of the rich and famous and all that crap. That is not the case. I grew up the son of a horseshoer. I filed bankruptcy at one stage. I have always felt like there has been this struggle for money and this fear about money, at least growing up. And I definitely wanted to go out and win in business and in life so that I didn't have to raise my kids in scarcity. I try to embrace abundance every day. So that's all I have for you today. My coaching for you, my challenge for you today is to go get the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And if you've read it already, then I recommend you read it again. I'm going through and I'm reading the one book that I'm studying right now, real in depth. I'm reading for my 5th time. And then after I'm done reading it my 5th time, I'm going to read it the 6th. I'm going to go back and read it the 7th. And I'm going to keep reading it until I can live all the crap that it talks about in the book. You know, I keep saying, I know that. I do that. Bullshit. Am I living it? Am I leading that way? Or am I full of crap on it? So here's the thing. My challenge for you again is to go get the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Reread this sucker if you haven't if you've read it before. And if you have read it, read it again and go ahead and apply something amazing in there from it. And right now, I would also advise you to pick up more assets that pay you money. They give you more at the end of the year. Think about a balance sheet. You got little pluses on it, you know, and minuses. You want to buy more pluses and invest in more pluses rather than minuses. That's all I got for you today. Make today magnificent. And please comment on this video, on this podcast, on iTunes. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a like. Give us some love. Share this with someone else that you know, love, and care about. And we'll see you every single day on a daily dose of Greatness Quest.
To get even more awesomeness, which means all my best stuff, download my app by texting Trevor to 36260. It will show up right on your cell phone. Just text message the word Trevor to 36260. Talk to you soon.